SpongeBob Episode Get-Together, Episode 1. Big Top Flop and Now Museum, Now You Don't. Let's get started. Before I start, I just want to say I'm not going to be saying everything that happens in the episodes, just to avoid spoilers, so if anyone who hasn't seen the episodes wanted to, that they don't get spoiled for everything. Starting with Big Top Flop, it definitely has to be one of the best episodes of Season 13 so far. This episode is about Mr. Krabs trying to sabotage the circus after it steals away his customers. And he has SpongeBob, Squidward, and Patrick perform acts that he hopes will make the crowd want to leave the circus.
Alright, shut up everybody! Shut it!
Season 13 has had so many ups and downs and all-arounds that honestly finding any good episodes seems like something really surprising. But I think that this episode manages to be something actually special, given the fact that it is still in Season 13, which I don't think is bad, but many other people probably think it's lower quality than SpongeBob could be. This episode has really good expressive animation, but unlike episodes like Seaman Spun Taters Club, it doesn't just use it to mask the bad storytelling or whatever the episode is trying to do. It actually uses it to enhance the episode, and the episode itself actually still manages to be good outside of the animation. But the animation just enhances it greatly. Also, this episode doesn't actually put Squidward through that much stuff. I mean, sure, he didn't exactly want to do the whole circus thing in the beginning, but the act that he put on is probably the best animated segment in the entire episode, and one of the best animated segments probably in all of SpongeBob. I mean, it's pretty fun, and it's pretty good. And I think that's where the animation reaches its peak. And Squidward is actually praised for what he did, and he doesn't get any comeuppance, because he didn't do anything wrong, so why have that? It makes sense, and I don't know why the rest of Season 13 seems to not want to do that, but it's nice that they didn't do any of that stuff here. I also enjoyed the showdown between Mr. Krabs and Ringmaster Mudkrabs at the end of the episode. It's animated well, and they actually managed to make it funny, even though it's just Ringmaster Mudkrabs chasing around Mr. Krabs for trying to sabotage a circus. Moving on to Now Museum, Now You Don't. This episode once again shows how much the Patrick Star Show has improved in its most recent episodes. This episode is about Cecil, Patrick's dad, getting a job as a security guard at Lady Upturn's museum. But he forgets his underwear, so Patrick has to go and give it to him. And due to wearing some stuff to keep himself warm, I suppose, and to store his dad's underwear, he ends up looking like a thief.
I don't like that stone-cold look on your chiseled features. If you're not gonna comply, sir, then I'll take you by force!
This episode has a good flow of events, but it's still wacky and fun. You know, it makes sense and it follows a normal path of logic and the characters trying to accomplish things and do things, but it never really loses sight of its comedy, always making some kind of fun joke every now and then. Like Lady Upturn talking about how her family had to do all this stuff to get this art, but then she almost brings up how they perpetrated, and it's just funny because the camera is still zooming in and it's still getting darker, as if she's still talking normally, but she's just, like, confusing. It's just funny. There's also the moment where Patrick's trying to break into the museum because he can't open the door, obviously, because it's locked. And he picks up a rock, and then underneath the rock is a key. At first, he was going to throw the rock, but then he actually throws the key, and I'm like, you know, obviously, it's just a Patrick's dumb moment. But I think it highlights how Patrick's character has gotten better in these recent episodes, because Patrick's mind was already set to break the door with a rock, but then he finds the key, and because he's Patrick and he's kind of slow, not exactly stupid, but slow, he doesn't exactly realize that he could just use the key to open the door. So instead he just throws the key at the door and it breaks it anyway. And, you know, Patrick could have also thought that because it's metal, you know, it might work better than a rock. That's just a rock. But I think it's much better than, oh, Patrick's so stupid that you wonder how he does anything right. This joke shows that Patrick has logic. It's just that it gets muddled with his other thoughts, and it kind of ends up making him do something that's funny and isn't exactly anger-inducing.
Hey, Pally, you gonna order something? Or just sit there?
Aha!
Cheapskate.
And that is the end of this SpongeBob episode Get-Together. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.